Hi, I'm Charlie at Moonstone Dragonfly. This reading is for anyone who's looking for their next steps in their career or their projects. So let's get on with it. Okay, we've got entrapment. So this feels really exciting. It feels really exciting, but this is a warning that your outward thoughts, there's a negative thought cycle somewhere that's stopping you from moving forward. And it feels like perhaps you're seeing how the world is at the minute, or people around you, or the culture you've been brought up in makes you feel stuck and makes you feel like there's no point in trying. That is trapping you in a cycle of negative thoughts you're going to be stuck there forever. So this card is asking you to think beyond that and shut out the noise and forget what others are doing, try not to blame money, the government, the current times, all those things, your background, whatever it is that you might see as a reason why there's no point trying, is to forget that and take notice of other successful people around you. What are other people doing to do the things you want to do? The idea that you've got, or that purpose that you feel you want to go towards, what are other people in that field doing? Successful people have certain ways of behaving that help them move forward. Very often it's they will keep up to date with all the things current to their niche. They will listen to podcasts. They surround themselves with people who are interested in the same thing as them and help each other. They study, they listen, and they're open, and they're not scared of failure. They don't blame everybody else for not being able to do something. They get stuck in and they get on with it. So take notice of what other people are doing and try to not get trapped in that negative thought cycle. Okay, patience. Yeah, patience. By the way, before I go on with this card, I must say I keep feeling, hearing, seeing the number 6. So that could be important to somebody. It keeps popping in my head. We haven't had a 6 come up yet, but just bear that in mind. If 6 means something to you, this reading is definitely heading your way. So patience. Don't push it. Don't look at the end goal as the only thing that you need to be thinking about. Think about the small steps that you take each day towards that desire, towards that shift in power. Be patient. Try to avoid jumping in with conclusions. If there's drama ahead, if something you're doing is causing drama, it can't be the right path, because this should be something that you and you alone focus on. And you need to let it flow. If you don't know something, what others think or why something's happened, don't try and fill the gaps. Don't try and create a narrative to give you the answers. If you don't know, the chances are it doesn't matter. So be patient so that you're not rushing ahead, and then when things don't go right, you'll get trapped back in this thought process. Okay, your soul left the meeting. Disconnection. Yeah, there's a feeling here of that there's things you want to do, there's something particular that you want to do, but you still keep coming back to that feeling of what's the point, which is not a good place to be in. It's not a good place to be in. You need to come back to starting with a fresh mindset of, this is what I'm going to do and this is how I'm going to do it. Falling for red flags. Okay, this is very much a need to think about what you're reading, what's being offered to you, because sometimes shortcuts, you'll see other people maybe starting a business. This feels like you want to start your own business, is what this reading feels like, or a project that's big to you and a long-term thing. And these red flags can be things like being offered a shortcut to get to the end goal much quicker, and that's not going to work for you, because what you want is something that will be lifelong, because it's your passion. And I'm also feeling very much like it's something intuitive. It's something surrounded with health or mindset, or life coaching, readings, some sort of intuitive business, but very much with helping people. So there's often people that will say, do this and you'll get more followers, you'll get more business, you'll get more customers. You know what you want to offer. So let that lead you. Don't be sidetracked by people who will say, look, there's no point doing it if you don't do this. Keep a lookout for that, because that's definitely a warning for that. I just want to go back to very quickly the patience card. When I said health, then it brought me back to here, because also if there's something slowing you down, a health condition or a concern in that way, be patient, because that actually is going to become easier to deal with. You will find a way to work around it. You will find a pattern that works for you, a routine. So be patient and trust that you can still do anything you want to do, despite whatever health issues might get in your way. That's not everybody, but that's just important to say. Okay, Moonflower. Moonflower, a new path opening up. Go for it. This does feel exciting, and I feel like I just want to say to you, don't be afraid. Just do it. It will be, like it says here, a brighter future. Go for it. Don't be afraid of failure. It'll be a transition. It's not going to be something that happens overnight. It's a transition. It's something, be patient. It will take time, and it will take work, and it will take effort, but it will be so worth it. It's going to be a journey that opens you up. I'm also seeing a ladder. Don't be put off by starting on the bottom rung of a ladder. Starting small with the aim of being huge. That's great, but just know that you won't get there overnight. So you've got to celebrate the small wins and know that each little thing you achieve is really important. Also, this is reminding us that any barriers, any issues, any negativity that's stopping you moving forward is temporary. It is temporary, and the challenges, the setbacks or whatever, are just trying to get you onto the right path. It won't feel like that. Granted, it will not feel like that, but it is. It will get back to being smooth sailing, and it'll all level out, and it'll be calm, and trust that positive changes are coming. The word calm as well is shouting out at me that drama isn't where you want to be, and hassle isn't where you want to be. Follow the path that's calmest. Follow that path, because you're not meant to be dealing with drama right now. It's that will also be a red flag. Drama for you is a red flag. Okay, self-worth. Yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? Trust your judgment, trust your abilities. You can do anything that you want to do. Don't let the fact that maybe other people have failed at it, or the current climate isn't right for starting a business, or money is tight. A lot of what you can do doesn't need the money, just needs you to put yourself out there. You don't need other people's approval, for one thing. And again, like we said with this card, surround yourself with positive, good influences, people you admire. Listen to podcasts of people you admire, watch their videos, read their books. People you aspire to be like, live in their vibration. Match their vibration by bringing yourself up to that level, because that's what you need to surround yourself with. If you surround yourself with people who are happy to just plod along and achieve nothing, or don't have any interest, don't have any passion, you're just going to feel quite depressed and quite stuck and disconnected. So remember that you are powerful and you can do whatever you want to do. So choose to do it. Only you can decide. You don't need other people's opinions. You do it. And your intuition is here, strong, knowing, and I think that level of vibration is telling me that you know how good you are. You just need to have the confidence to start somewhere, perfection. Yeah. You're not looking for perfect right now. You're being hard on yourself. You're looking at it and thinking, well, I'm not going to be able to do it like they do, or I'm not going to be able to start and have the income straight away, or I'm not going to understand how to start a business or start a project or put myself out on social media or whatever it is you're wanting to do. That none of that matters. Accept your best efforts and put them out there. Whether that's a video, some sort of application, it could be a job application, whatever it is, your best is good enough, for sure. And it works both ways as well, because if you are expecting perfection from yourself, you're going to struggle with communication with others, because you will expect perfection from them. And, whether that be management in a job that you're in or have been in, colleagues, friends, people that you're asking opinions of for this project you want to do, you're going to alienate others by expecting them to be perfect too. And there's just a little side note here to just remind you, it might be you giving this honesty, or it might be honesty that you're receiving. Honesty comes, one, with a price, but two, it doesn't need to be brutal. Do you need to say those things, or do you need to hear those things? Do you need those opinions from other people? Even if they're giving you, tough love with brutal honesty, and vice versa, do you need to be doing that? Because sometimes that can be a red flag. If they're telling something you don't really need to know, yeah, it might be true. It might be true that, yes, it's going to be hard what you want to do, or no, you don't have any money to do it, or no, nobody's going to support you because they don't believe in your spiritual interests, the drive that you have, and they may not be able to match that. They may have no dreams. They may feel that they have no purpose, but that's their issues. And it's important to focus on your own and know that you are worth pursuing all the things that matter to you. Okay, listen to your intuitive feelings. Yeah, I do strongly feel that what you want to do moving forward is going to rely heavily on your intuition, whether that be that you're actually working with that or whether you're just going to need it. But that's really important. You already know the answer. You know what you want to do. It's you now knowing that you can do it. So you definitely could be working in mediumship but definitely you're going to need your intuitive skills anyway. But trust yourself. When your gut tells you that it's what you want to do or that you can do it, trust that. It doesn't matter what other people are saying to you. Vegetarian, vegan. Okay, health is I definitely think the health sector is where you're going to be at with this. Whether it, be doing readings for people, whether it's offering them coaching or health advice, personal training, anything like that. Your business ideas may be reliant on that, but if they're not, you're going to still need a certain level of mindfulness of what you're putting in your body. I am not suggesting you go vegetarian or vegan. I am not. But what this card is asking you to do is to make sure you're putting those nutrients into your body. Because if you clearing your body helps you clear your mind, and make sure you're taking notice of your health. That's really important because health came up earlier as well. So it may be that some of you really do need to be mindful of your health. Another thing as well is that when you start this, it's not if, it's when you start this next move for your future, be mindful of pacing yourself so you don't burn out quickly, and make sure you make time for your, eating healthy and taking rest and sleeping well, and don't let it consume you, because it is so easy to do when you're excited about something new and you're passionate. Focus on pacing yourself. So this is a long-term thing, not something that's going to burn out really quickly. Strengthen your gifts. And this is a number 6. I was just about to say I'm feeling the number 6 again, but I did with this as well. It's 6 definitely means something to someone. And as we just said, you need to drop the chaos around you. When we were talking about drama earlier, that quieten the noise and focus on what you're good at and the things you want to be good at as well. The world's negativity around you, don't let that get in your head. Don't, stop with the doom scrolling, stop with the looking to see how other people are failing. Focus on your gifts and how you can make them work for you. Block out the noise and concentrate on your talents. You need to believe in yourself for sure. That's self-worth, Yeah, tune out, and 16 with another 6. Tune out distractions, definitely. You may be being pulled away from your purpose a lot by the opinions of others or the need to do other things. It could be a day job. It could be trying to look for other incomes. Try to tune out as much as you can so that you can focus on what you want to do, because you're only going to get one shot at this. Your life, you're only going to get one shot at doing the things you want to do, because when we leave here, it's done. And you don't want any regrets. And Not trying is always the biggest regret of everybody. And please don't worry about how you're going to be perceived by others. It doesn't matter. The people who need you to do this project that you want to do, the people who need that, that's what's important. It doesn't matter about the people that aren't on board because they don't need it. It's not for them. They're not your target customers, your target audience, your target anything. They're not important right now. Decisions are perhaps being based on the wrong thing at the moment. And if you can tune out distractions and ask only your heart, then you're going to have the right answers. Falcon, act on the opportunity that's before you. Commit to it without equivocation. Exactly. Your purpose is being presented to you. You know what it is, so dive into it. You'll find your way. You know, it could be rocky, you'll make mistakes. It could be, oops, that went wrong, let's start again, let's start again, let's start again. But either way, keep going because it's right there. You just have to be willing. The passion will carry you through. It's very, very, very exciting. Okay, let's look at these ones. So we have sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. A new approach with a new you. I really don't need to explain that one. It's just summarizing everything, isn't it? Okay, short journey. There could be a literal journey to do this, or it may be that you actually need to move away from some of the things that you're focusing on, the people that are perhaps not supporting you in this. It might be an emotional distance that needs to be made, but it could well be a short journey. But get out into nature and use that, because I do think animals, nature, the things that matter to you will carry you through. Okay? Okay, hand. In need of help, assistance, and guidance. Yeah, ask for signs. Ask your angels for guidance. Ask them to show you the way. When you've got decisions to make, or when you're feeling like you want to give up, ask them to show you a sign. Say, show me why it's important for me to keep going. Give me a sign that helps carry me through. And it will come. It will come. And then you've got to trust it when it does come. Kite, vacation. Okay, so it could well be a journey. I don't feel like it is actually. I actually don't. But for some of you, it will be. But I think this is more a mental break from the pressure, the outside noise. I mean, if a vacation is on the cards, then use that time to switch off. No phone, no Wi-Fi, an opportunity to reset in your brain, reset. But for most of you, I don't think it's a vacation that's the answer. I think it's actually a break from your initial response, which would be no, in order to be able to say yes. So this is asking you to take a break from everything, look at it all again, and say yes. Okay. Dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. Okay, so you may be going towards them for help. They may be coming to you for help. But either way, reach out. If you know who this is, reach out to them. If you're not sure who it is they're talking about, they'll reach out to you. So don't worry. Either way, it will happen. From a literal sense, if it is that vacation you need, then maybe that friend's the answer. But I think it's also that a friend is going to be here for you. They're thinking of you. Keep an open mind, because it could be someone who's distanced themselves from you mentally. And it could even be someone that has the same kind of drive as you, but has distanced themselves because they may have felt that perhaps you were getting left behind and they needed to focus on themselves. So they could be coming back as well. Okay, Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. This is exactly what we were saying earlier, that it's clarifying for you. This is clarifying it, that you need to take the steps towards the goal, and it will be successful if you work hard, but it will need hard work, but it's going to be worth it, and it will be strong, it will have substance, and it will last. It will last. But you've got to see it as a process, a ladder. Starting at the bottom of the ladder, starting at the bottom to build that tower. And the more you put into it at every level, the stronger it will be. If you take a shortcut like this red flag we were talking about to get to the top and put that roof on before it's ready, it's not going to work. So the success is coming from effort, not an easy option. Psychic ability, trust your intuition. Exactly. I don't need to say anything else about that. And I think you know this already, because I think you are very intuitive. I think you have your own psychic abilities. And I think that this whole reading is just a sign for you and a green light to say, go for it. All this reading is doing is telling you things you already know to clarify and say, go for it. So take it for what it is and be strong and be proud of who you are, because you've got this. And I would be so excited to hear in the comments what this project is for you, because I am wishing you so much success with it. Take care. Goodbye.